The RPG After Years is part of the We Can Make This Work Probably Network. Find out more at probablywork.com. Welcome to the RPG After Years, your weekly show covering all things RPGs from the past, present, and future. I'm Rich.
I'm Jay.
And I'm Scott.
Welcome to episode 41, and the future of gaming is here. Today, we're going to talk about the future of gaming and what that means for the RPGs that yet to come out. I'm super excited about this topic.
Me too.
But first, let's catch up with the other guys and see what we have been doing this last week. Scott, what are we doing?
Actually, since we did catch up last week, my section will not be that long this time. Of course, been playing NieR Automata. We played that for a while last night and got past got through the Forest Kingdom, where you. Well, I don't want to spill anything preemptively, but there's a boss there. So I don't know how much is left in this section, but we spent a while, so I'm imagining we're like at least a third or halfway through it. Corey's been playing Ori in the Blind Forest. He got the first water element in that last night, and he was raging pretty hard.
Good raging or bad raging?
Bad raging.
Oh, no.
The game is sort of like a Metroidvania platformer. So there's like a lot of like twitchy platforming you have to do in it. And platformers tend to make him mad in general, even though he claims to love them. So I don't know.
I can sympathize with that.
Yeah. But the game's really pretty, and I thought just from watching it that it looks really cool. Played a little bit more Life is Strange 2, but we're still in episode 2 of that. I'm still enjoying it quite a bit. I spent a while Friday playing Grandia 1, and I'm in like the optional bonus dungeon, which it's called the Tower of Temptation. You skipped that, right, Rich?
Yeah. I did not do extra stuff. Are you kidding me? That's crazy talk.
Well, in Grandia, like the extra stuff is literally just like 3 dungeons, and that's it. But this is like the big chungus bonus dungeon of that game, and there's no save points, and it's like it takes several hours to get through. And so I got to the boss at the top of the tower, and I died, and I lost like 4 hours of playtime. I was very sad.
That's when I would just give up.
On top of that, Friday, the day that I was playing this, was also the day where Jay, Bill, and I were troubleshooting why my PC was not working. And so that was just a bad day for Scotty. I was a sad boy. But we did get the PC working, and I'll make another attempt at Grandia sometimes. And then the headliner, we've been playing Spider-Man Miles Morales. We're still really early in the game, got our hands on the PS5. We've basically only done like the first couple story missions and then focused on side quests. We've got all those caches that are like sort of hidden treasure chests across the city where you get like gadget upgrades or something. I'm not quite sure what they are, but it's really fun. It is living up to the first one so far. I'm sure Rich will have more to say about that shortly. But I don't. I didn't beat any games this week, so that's about it for me. Let me throw it to you, Jay.
Hey, so bad news. My phone is a piece of garbage, and that basically means I had to buy FF5 on Steam and start over on FF5. So I did play that. Didn't get too terribly far, but I am going to keep playing it. I played a little bit of NieR Automata, not a whole lot. Played while I watched Gracie play Tales of Berseria, and she is doing quite well on her own without me helping at all. Like she could, so all the objectives, like she skips through the cutscenes because she's, I guess, not interested, but she knows how to look for objectives on the map and like how to go to them and do them and everything. Except yesterday she played for about 4 hours without saving.
Oof.
And then Megan turned the PlayStation off before bed. And when Gracie went to go play it, she was mortified that she forgot to save. So she hasn't played since then. Yeah, she's pretty burned by that. So I don't know how long it'll be before she picks that up again.
Hey, wasn't Berseria the one that you and Rich were supposed to be playing together at one point?
Yes, I beat it.
Right. So what would be funny is if Jay's daughter is to beat that game, and then
before Rich.
Yeah.
That's about right.
We've excused Rich from those duties, I guess. So
Excuse me from everything.
Yeah, so outside of that, those games, did I play anything? Yes, I actually played probably about 5 hours of Trails of Cold Steel, and I'm into it. I dig it. The downside is that I played 5 hours and like nothing has happened, so it is a slow grind. There's it reminds me of Persona. Whenever I played Persona 5, everything's on like a calendar and you're in the school and you have to like, you can build relationships and do like the side quests throughout the day.
Sounds exactly like Persona.
Yep.
Persona 5 anyway.
I am enjoying it, so I'm going to keep playing that and beat it.
Once you get a little further in, I'll be interested to hear more of your thoughts on it.
Yeah, I've heard it's a very slow grind, so it might take a while. But outside of that, I haven't really done anything too exciting. Just been working and doom scrolling Twitter because we're going to talk about this in the aftercast. But I told myself after the election I'd be good, but I'm not good because things aren't better right now. So
I'll be interested to see why you think that, but we'll save it.
Okay, let's go.
What about you, Rich? Oh, jinx.
Well, I'll just go through mine pretty quickly here. I played a little bit of NieR. I played Call of Duty Black. I'm still in the same spot. I haven't really played too much. I booted it up. I need to check to see if my because I played it before I traded off my PlayStation, so I need to check to see if the save transferred. I hope to God it did.
When I did my PS4 to PS5 transfer, the save data transferred, but the games did not, which was annoying. Even though because it said it was successful. But I was suspicious because it said it was going to take like 20 minutes and it took like 4. So.
Well, I saved all my data to the cloud. So
yeah,
hopefully it's there.
I'm not worried because like you can just re-download whatever. But as long as the save files made it, which I'm happy.
Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, Godfall, Spider-Man, the original, and Miles Morales.
Nice.
And Destiny 2. Because I think I have yet to finish the first Spider-Man, so I've been playing that first, and then I want to play Miles because Miles is pretty fun too.
Wait, was that a list of games you've played, or just a list of games you have
played?
So you bought everything that's available on the PlayStation 5.
Yes, except for let's see,
Assassin's Creed,
Demon Souls, and Assassin's Creed.
Yeah. What? How's You said Godfall, right?
Yeah.
How's that?
It's not bad. It's a hack and slash looter. Haven't really got. I mean, we got to the second world, so we'll see. See how it is.
Yeah, the original Spider-Man is really good, and Miles is a sequel, so I would go ahead and play the first one. And we'll talk about it more during the main discussion, but I was surprised by how much better it looks because I thought it looked amazing on PS4. So,
Oh yeah,
why are you playing Destiny 2? Just curious.
because I love that game.
Is it because of the new expansion? What is it?
Yeah, the new expansion just came out.
Yeah.
Loser.
Beyond Light. I think we're
Yes.
gonna have a Destiny centric episode soon. So it's good that you are familiar with it. How is the expansion?
Not bad. So far, it's pretty good. I'm just, the darkness is finally there. And, after 4 or 5 years of it, like going, oh, it's coming. It's pulling a whole, Game of Thrones kind of feel to it.
Sounds like Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, the dragons are coming. Don't worry, they're coming. And yeah, darkness, same thing. So now you get to harness the power of the darkness.
Gotcha.
Which is really cool.
Always cool.
I love being dark.
Yep, so do I.
I guess
So
we're
that's
caught
all
up.
I've done.
Yeah.
So with that fully caught up, let's check in with the save state of the podcast. The RPG After Years has a really. Why would you put a big word in there for me? I can't read.
Well, I did it.
Delectable.
Yes, there you go.
Delectable Patreon. Scott, tell us about it.
It's so tasty, just salivate thinking about it. So our Patreon, there's lots of cool benefits you get if you sign up. You get early episode access. It usually comes out 2 or 3 days beforehand. You get ad-free episodes, so no obnoxious ads. You get the Aftercast, which is basically just a bonus episode where we talk about whatever we want and try to figure out how that relates to video games as we record it. For example, today, after the main show, we're going to be recording an Aftercast about the election results. And we will not hold back our opinions or anything, so look forward to that. We also do extra reviews. We've got a couple in the pipeline. I think the first part of our Last of Us 1 review came out this week, and we've got another one in the pipeline. And Corey and I recorded New Super Mario Bros. U review yesterday, and the Last of Us Part 2 review is in the works. So lots of content. You also get to participate in the nominations and voting for our RPG Club, which is a segment we do that's basically a book club for RPGs. And I'll bring that up again in a minute. And we've got plenty more benefits. I think we have to send out an annual gift to our higher tier Patreon soon. And we're going to try to do like some interviews with our patrons. So lots of benefits. You can read all about it over at patreon.com/RPG After Years.
And if you guys haven't noticed that we are on Twitch, we stream every Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern Time at twitch.tv/RPG After Years. You can see all of our lovely faces, including mine, who generally just roll right out of bed.
Yeah, we're live now.
Yes.
So like Scott had mentioned, we do have something quite delectable, as Richard might say, called the RPG Club. So for those participating in the RPG Club, you have until November 22nd to finish the 9S Captured in NieR Automata. A little bit of a spoiler there, because now we know 9S is probably going to be captured.
What you going to do?
The next RPG Club will meet on November 22nd. Do not start the Olive Branch quest. It is a point of no return. So I imagine we are getting pretty close to finishing up the first completion cycle of this game.
Route to A. I've heard that Olive Branch onward is just madness story-wise. So I'm looking forward to that. Wait. And as far as the spoiler goes, the mission before that one was like 9S MIA. So I was like, I'm just going to spoil that. But yeah.
That's all we've got? The point of no return, guys. We got this.
Rich is just confused because we normally have more announcements.
Yeah, I'm just like, wait a minute, what's happening here? So now that we got all those announcements, the very short amount of announcements we have, what's happening in the world of RPGs, guys?
Let's find out.
Hear ye, gather round for all your news. Stop your clatter and listen close. Alas, you won't believe your ears. Listen close for the news.
Okay, I guess I'll kick us off. Kind of a lighter news week in comparison to our past couple news segments, despite the launch of, the PS5 and Xbox Series, whatever the fuck.
Series losers. Ooh, yeah, I said it.
I wouldn't go that far, but
I know.
I am confused by the people that got one of those and not a PS5, but that's neither here nor there.
We'll talk about that later.
Yes. The first item we got here, Nioh 2, the Complete Edition, is coming to PS4, PS5, and Steam on February 5th. Also, the final DLC for that game will come out on December 17th. I don't know anything about NieR at all. Do you, either of you?
Oh,
no. Nioh, I mean.
I was
we
about to say
definitely
Nioh.
know. Yeah. But yeah, so people who know what or enjoy Nioh, look forward to that. I'm not going to pretend I know anything about it and go on and on about it. So
I think it was a free game at one point.
Oh,
the first one might have been.
I didn't
might
know
have
that.
been PlayStation Plus. I think so.
Jay says that doesn't
PlayStation
sound
Plus,
right.
A PlayStation Plus game.
Oh, well that
that doesn't make it a free game.
Yeah. Unless it was PlayStation Plus when it
That's
launched.
a paid for
Yeah.
game that PlayStation made free.
Yeah, it's true. But I didn't pay for it.
There you go.
So
That's Rich's rule.
All right, next up, Fallout 76's Steel Dawn update launches on December 1st. Yeah, I've never played Fallout 76 and will never play it, and I highly doubt any of you are. So, but in the off chances that maybe 1 out of 200 people are actually playing this game, December 1st, get that Steel Dawn update.
I thought
Actually,
this game was dead.
I had some carport cocktails with the infamous weird neighbors, and the wife was telling me how much she loves Fallout 76, and I was like, really? And apparently it has gotten a lot better than it was at launch. Like, they fixed most of the major issues. Of course, with games like that, it's like, well, you sort of missed your window of opportunity.
Yeah, we've already moved past you.
Yeah, although
Ooh.
I do see a surprising amount of people talking about No Man's Sky still. So I guess
Yeah, same. But No Man's Sky is apparently releasing like a lot of really good stuff lately, and it's bringing people back in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have a PS5 upgrade.
What is the Still Dawn update?
It's
It looks like it has some stuff about the Brotherhood of Steel, like
Yeah.
a storyline for Brotherhood of Steel.
Oh, so it's like an actual story expansion. Okay.
Maybe.
I think so. Yeah.
Neat. Okay.
Neat. All right. So Falcom is making another trials game.
Trails.
God, I can't do this. I'm just done with life. We're out. So title set to release in Japan by September 2021. So supposedly, I thought the fourth one was supposed to be it. It was supposed to be the end of it, but it looks like they're making another storyline to it. Could be just the set after the events of what's going on. So
I think it's pretty safe to assume that any series that makes money is never truly over.
yeah.
I mean, we could probably come up with a couple examples if we really thought about it, but yeah, they seem to be pumping these things out. As far as I feel like there's always Trails news in the news.
Yeah,
And-
but Trials though, and I found this out too. Like, it's a really long, grindy game. So I'm surprised they're able to pump these suckers out consistently.
Jay had alluded to that a few minutes ago. That it was a very slow start. Also, I had an epiphany the other day. I was just thinking about it for some reason. Trails of Cold Steel. That probably means where a sword cuts something, right? Like the cold steel is a blade, and the trail is like the sword swing that it. Okay.
Yeah, that's probably it. I don't know. These
Or it's just a cool name. I mean,
There you go.
PG.
Yeah. Okay, RPG releases. Here is what has come out in the past week from the day this episode will be released to the public. November 13th, Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory on PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. I think I'm sticking to my guns and not buying that, and I will YouTube the cutscenes.
Just get it when it's on sale.
Wait till it's like $12, if ever.
Probably.
Phantom Brigade came to the PC on November 16th. The Fellowship Saga PC, November 17th. That sounds like it should be a Lord of the Rings game, but who knows? Godfall, PS5, November 19th in Europe. We already got it in the US. Haha. Warhammer came to the PS5 on November 19th in Europe. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, PS5, November 19th in Europe. Maneater, PS5, November 19th in Europe. Demon's Souls, the 2020 remake, PS5, November 19th in Europe. And Star Renegades, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch, November 19th. Apparently, the PS4 version already came out, so November 19th is when the Xbox One and Switch version came out. Can you guys tell that Europe got the PS5 this past week? So,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Good for them.
I do really want to play Valhalla, but if I played it, I'd want to play it on my PC, and I'm already like behind. I don't meet the recommended video RAM, so I wouldn't be able to max it out. But I'm considering.
Didn't you just get that computer and it's already out of date?
Well, I got a low end graphics card.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Yeah,
sorry.
I plan on downloading something later today just to test it, see if it holds up. So my PC.
Yeah, my graphics card only has 6 gigabytes of video RAM. Scott's has 8. Scott got a step up from me.
Nice.
So we'll see. I haven't really heard anything about the new Assassin's Creed. I have a couple friends that I know are playing it, but
there's some bugs. I know that, but there's always bugs in these.
I've heard it's like a good 7.5, 8 out of 10. So like good game, but not like it's not blowing anybody's minds.
I did hear somebody say that they didn't like it as much as the last one. What was it, Odyssey?
Yeah.
So we'll find out eventually. Okay, so what's coming out this week, Jay?
So we have Star Renegades coming out for the PS4, Xbox One, and Switch on November 19th for the Xbox One and Switch, and then November 25th for the PS4. Then we have World of Warcraft Shadowlands coming out for the PC on November 23rd.
I would say I can't believe they're still releasing new content for that game, but I'm actually not that surprised.
I mean, Jesus, it just keeps going, and people are like, yeah, we love it. I'm like, holy crap.
Yeah.
There's no way. Like I tried starting that game. I can't do it. It's just you're too far behind.
Yeah.
You had to be in the beginning. Okay, so with all the news that we've got out of the way there, it's very short. So that's pretty nice. Let's take a quick break and get to our main discussion. We're really cruising along, guys.
Hi, this is Troidal Power, the host of Troidal Power Presents the Power Playthroughs podcast, the podcast where I, your host, Troidal Power, play through games in a powerful way. And right now on Troidal Power Presents the Power Playthroughs podcast with Troidal Power, I, your host, Troidal Power, am playing through Golden Sun. You should come listen to me play Golden Sun on Troidal Power Presents the Power Playthroughs podcast with Troidal Power. Find it and a lot of other weird stuff at probablywork.com.
Great, Scott. We have to go back, Jay. Back to the future. Please tell me you guys got that.
I got it.
Thank you. All right. In the last few months, we've seen some crazy things when it comes to the future of gaming and the consoles. From crazy pre-order stories, scalpers making a shit ton of money, and no more pre-orders for people. Now it's here. The future of gaming is really taking off. First off, what has been your guys' experience with console launches in the past?
I think I'll go first and say that I really don't have any. I've never gotten a console on launch. I have zero idea what that's like, and I don't know if I'll ever experience it. So,
womp womp.
but seriously, I got the PlayStation 2 like when did the PlayStation 2 come out? 2002, 2001?
I think so.
I'd have to Google
Yeah.
that.
It's like been 20 years.
Yeah, I didn't get PlayStation 2 until well after Final Fantasy X came out. I didn't get a PlayStation 3 until a good year after it came out. Probably even longer. My grandparents had to like sell a kidney to rent one in order to get it.
Oof.
I take this back. I think I got a PlayStation 4 right around launch time, the weekend of launch, maybe.
Okay.
Weren't you like a baby when the PlayStation 2 came out?
Just about, yeah.
Okay.
Man, I've been playing video games I taught myself how to read with video games. What you talking about?
That's true.
Okay.
Yeah, so PlayStation 4 maybe, but I lived in a small town in Southern Illinois, so it's like people weren't exactly, piled asses to elbows to grab it. So,
yeah. I have gotten shit on launch before, but I don't think I've ever like done anything crazy, like stood in a long line or anything. When I was a kid, I never really got things on launch because it was always like wait for your birthday or Christmas.
Wait till it's on sale, honey.
Yeah. But since I've been an adult, if I wanted something on launch, I just pre-ordered it. I'm pretty good when it comes to like keeping an eye out for when things go live for pre-order. So I've been able to swing that usually. Although I feel like the PS5 is probably the luckiest I've ever gotten in that regard, because I managed to jump in on that initial pre-order wave, and a couple people asked me to help them get one if they went live again after that. And although there has been more waves, I have not been able to successfully do that. So I feel really #blessed.
Nice.
Can we take a moment to appreciate how much better? Well, okay, so this is gonna. I've already started. I'm going down the hole. How nice it is to be able to be an adult and also like afford the things. Because first off, I want to say that I am absolutely privileged to have gotten the opportunities I have with my career. But part of the reason, I was working in a factory like right out of high school, and you don't make anything working in factories basically. So like that was part of the reason why I like went back to school and learned how to code and stuff. So I could just be like, if I want to buy something, I just buy it.
Yeah.
And it's a kind of a nice thing to be able, especially in the video game area. It's like, okay, new console, I can buy it if I want to. Or like just this last week, I was like, man, I want to play a Trails of Cold Steel game. Oh, it's $40. Sure, why not? I'll just buy it.
Yeah.
But like, before I got into the tech field, it was like, no, I can't do that. I gotta $10 out of this paycheck. I can do it. So like being having a good career really pays off in the video game.
Yeah, I need to be more disciplined about that myself. I say as I stare at my $2,500 PC right next to me. But but it is nice to be able to, like, if you want something like that, then you can get it and not feel too incredibly guilty about it. If I want to go to the beach one week, it's not a big deal. Although, like I said, I need to be more disciplined.
Have kids.
Yeah, so I can. I don't plan to. So I can join you in that retire by 40 gang. I guess let's see. The Switch I definitely got on release. Pretty sure. That might be the only one I've ever actually gotten on release, because Corey got me the PS4 like for Christmas the first year or two that we were together. So I can't really think of another thing I had on release. Maybe the Wii, but I'm not sure about that. But yeah, no crazy stories here.
Okay. Well, I got the only launch I had was the PlayStation 4, and I got that at a Walmart midnight release. Walmart had only like 5 or 6, and my buddies and myself were the ones that all basically got them. So my brother and them, so he just cleaned out the Walmart. So it's pretty nice. People will walk up occasionally, is the PS4 here? I'm like, nope. Nope, get out.
A scourge on your hometown.
Yeah, Walmart basically like set us up a little station. Like they gave us a few couches, they gave us food. It was awesome.
That is awesome.
Yeah,
I've stood
uses it
in
to
Black
do that.
Friday lines for non-gaming stuff before, and
Yeah.
I never got treated that well.
Yeah, they were super nice to us. So, and then the PlayStation 5 one was pretty nice. I got really lucky with the pre-order waves and doing all that. Same with my buddies. We all got one. My brother's got one coming from Walmart that's taking a little bit longer, so his won't be here till Wednesday. Another friend of mine got the email from Sony, so he was able to get one from Sony directly.
Ooh,
was pretty nice.
email.
That pissed me off
Yeah.
because that was like I never heard anything from
I
that
didn't either.
campaign. Like not even a sorry.
What's funny was I got an email from Walmart like a day later after like they went live with their inventory when the launch happened. They said, "Oh, we're back in stock." I'm like, "Oh, you're not. Don't lie."
Yeah, well, like they don't have any bot protection. Like it's after once they started going live, the the scalpers just went ham on that.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. That's just I once I got my console, I decided to go take a look at eBay and see how much they were releasing them for or selling them for. It's disgusting, just disgusting.
I was actually kind of sad because my PS5 was supposed to be here Thursday or Friday. When was release day? Thursday. And I got an email from Walmart being like, it's going to be a day or two late. And I was like, what does a day or two mean? Can't you be a little bit more specific on something I was supposed to get today?
Nope. They're using the cable company method. It's going to be here between today and December 31st.
I wasn't too broken up about it because, although I was excited to play the new Spider-Man, I wasn't like over the moon hyped about it. But it ended up showing that day anyway. So I was like, okay, whatever.
Nice.
Not sure what all that was about.
They're just trying to be preemptive. They're just telling you just in case.
Yeah.
So which system did you guys get? Or I know, Jay, you want to get the 5 at some point.
I want to get both. Okay. I want both. And I want a beautiful like centerpiece in my office to display them on and never touch them. That's what would end up happening. But yeah, I got neither. I'm just making love children with my PC.
Yeah. You're just waiting for like some exclusive to come out that you really want to play, right?
Yeah, I'm waiting for something a little more exciting before I get the PlayStation 5.
What about the God of War one?
What? When
God of War?
When the second one comes out, God of War 2, number 2?
Yeah. Ragnarok. And then Final Fantasy 16.
I will. Yeah, I'll have one by then.
Okay.
That's the plan. But I will probably not buy it this year. Unless I just crack under the pressure of you guys talking about it.
All right, we'll keep talking about it then.
Megan's, because I was talking with her about it, and she was just like, "Just buy it. What are you doing? Just buy it." And I'm like, "Why?"
Jay always tortures himself for a while when it comes to big purchases.
It's that 2028 BDSM AOC mentality that I have. So
there you go. Rich, what did you think about like the actual size of the console?
I mean, holy crap, this thing is huge.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that.
I knew it was going to be, but it's still like, Jesus Christ.
Did you see a picture of the PlayStation 5 next to the PlayStation 2 Slim?
Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh.
It's like, don't talk to me or my son ever again.
You can fit like 5 of those inside of it.
Yeah. You guys have seen my entertainment center, but it has like a bunch of different cubbies that I have like one system in each cubby.
Yeah, you can't do that, can you?
Actually, it would fit. I had to move the PS4 out of there because it didn't have like enough air for cooling. So I just sat that right next to the TV on top of the entertainment center. I could put the PS5 in that cubby still, but I also still worry about the cooling aspect. So I actually had to move my giant TV a little bit to the side. It can no longer be centered on the entertainment center because the PS5 is so thick.
Yeah, it's a thick boy, but it's super quiet.
Yeah, I do notice I can hear the disc spinning sometimes, but in comparison to the PS4, it's like night and day.
Oh, random. Did you guys see that some people who ordered the digital PlayStation 5 got the disc?
Yeah,
version?
I saw that.
That's weird.
Yeah, quite a lot of them too. I think it's because they ran out of the digital version and just started stuffing the boxes with the disc version.
Yeah, but that's like $100 off.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
in
Sons
some
of-
Well, I
regards,
mean, let's be honest. Sony's like with the hardware that's in these PlayStations, Sony's not making a ton of money off of these actual consoles. They're going to
Yeah.
be making a ton of money off of PlayStation Plus and the coming video games. Because I mean, the hardware that's in the new gen is good.
right?
Like the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, it was like, it's not that great. My 5-year-old PC is still better, but now it's like, okay, you guys are really putting some stuff in it.
Yeah. I could imagine there being some people sort of upset about the free upgrade just because I imagine some people liked the slimmer design without the disc slot.
Yeah.
But what are you going to
It's
do?
not too much. It's not too much bigger, I wouldn't say. But the real question, Scott, is: did you stand it up or did you lay it down?
I stood it up.
Okay, I've laid mine down.
Like I said, I would have to put it in. If I put it in the cubby, it would have to go horizontal. But there's not enough room for it to be vertical. So
It's just too big.
yeah. So yeah, it's vertical, and I know a lot of people have like criticized just the design of how it looks, but I kind of dig it. So I don't really.
Yeah, my wife said the same thing. She's like, "It's ugly. Why is it white like that? That's ugly." I'm like, "Go away."
I also don't like. I like the Xbox. What the heck is the Xbox called now?
Series X, Series S,
Series X, the big one.
X.
The Series X, I think, looks better than the PlayStation 5 because it's. I just dig the.
It's just a cube.
Yeah, I
The
like
one
it.
that looks like a fridge.
Yes,
Um,
it's better than looking like a air conditioner.
I do hope that like the removable plates becomes a real thing at some point, like the side plates on the PS5.
Are these removable?
I thought I saw a video where they like unscrewed them and put on different ones in like some kind of promo video or something.
I saw somebody
I'm too
tripped
nervous.
over their PlayStation 5 wires and dropped the PlayStation 5 and the
Oh my
plate
God.
came off.
Oh.
So
That's
well, it also destroyed the HDMI port and stuff. But
Oof. That's
yeah.
Oh dear God.
Could you imagine?
the plates
Hopefully he
came
got
off.
the protection plan.
Hmm.
Because I did.
One thing that threw me off is when you put the disc in, the label side of the disc faces inward on the console, which is different from any other console I've ever had. Like you always face the data reading part of the disc like towards the innards of the console. But I guess
That
the
is
way
weird.
the disc thing works is the reason it bulges out is because the disc reader is actually in that pocket, I guess.
Yeah, I guess that kind of makes sense given that they have a digital only and a disc version because I'm sure though they had to have designed it in a way to make it easy to like just take the console and slap an optical drive on it and get going. So I guess it kind of makes sense that the piece could probably just slam on the side of the
Yeah,
unit and plug up and then that. So I get that makes sense.
that's
It is weird though. It'd take me forever to get used to that.
I did put the first time I put in a disc, I did put it in the wrong way, and I was like, "Why isn't it working? This thing's
Womp womp.
yeah." Oops.
Have you already had any issues with your memory? Because I pretty much already almost filled the sucker up.
Yes. My initial plan was to just move over everything from the PS4 that I had, and I did not have the space to do that. So
So I found this out. So I thought you couldn't do it, but I had an external hard drive for my PS4 with all my PS4 games on it. I could still use that.
oh, that's neat, nifty.
So you have to plug it in the back of it. And it actually is a setting that will say all PS4 games go to external hard drive. So that's pretty nice.
Cool.
So I'm hoping eventually they'll release the actual PS5 compatible external hard drive, and that's what I'll use.
Yeah. One thing that I don't know, maybe we talked about it already, but it's a terabyte that they give you, right? Am I right about that?
I mean,
slightly less.
Terabyte.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 800 and something gigs, but then like 200 of it is taken up by software.
So when
Which
I
is
was
stupid.
choosing what to like keep and what to delete and all that during the transfer, I just couldn't help but think about the poor digital version only people, because like you're gonna have to get a hard drive if you. That's the way you go. It's not enough
Now-
space for a digital only person.
Let me throw it this way. So Call of Duty, the last one, Modern Warfare. I know you guys don't play shooters as much, but it was like 170 some gigs. as of yesterday, I think.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, it's stupid. Now, what the new Call of Duty has done, and I like it, is it breaks everything up into chunks that you don't have to keep. You can actually go in with the PS5 game and take out pieces of it that you don't play. Like, let's say the campaign is broken up into 3 different parts. You campaign part 1, part 2, part 3. Once you're done with part 1, you can get it out of there. Same with the different modes that you don't play. Like the Warzone is that big, Fortnite piece of shit. You can take that out of there. That's like 40, 50 gigs right there. You can take all that stuff out.
I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, I think that could be the future of how they do these things.
That does sound cool.
Yeah.
It's like getting disc 1, 2, 3, and 4 of Final Fantasy VIII.
Basically.
Full circle, man. Full circle.
We've gone back.
That's how these things go in every single field. Is you start with something, you get rid of it for something better, and then you go, oh, well, maybe that wasn't so bad. Let's do it again, but in a better way.
How long has it been since multi-disc games were a thing, really? Maybe like the GameCube era?
No, at 360.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
I guess
Red Dead
that wasn't
Redemption
really...
was multiple discs, right?
Yes, it was. Yeah, Red Dead Redemption 2 was. So it's PlayStation 4.
Okay, so yeah, I know that they've started doing like install discs and play discs, which is kind of bullshit, but what are you
that's
gonna
weird.
do?
So
7 Remake was that way.
Yeah. So do you guys think the shortage of consoles was just a marketing ploy?
I think there's probably multiple things that went wrong. I think it's COVID prevented production, and I think it's probably also a little bit of incompetence on Sony's part. What about you, Jay?
I don't know. I haven't been playing that close attention to it. I doubt it was just a full marketing ploy. It was probably, people being a little too reactive to the current state of the world. Okay, so some things might happen.
Now, if it was Nintendo, I would absolutely say, oh yeah, shortages is like part of their standard policy. Like they do that for sure to, drive sales. But
yeah, they got 1,000 people that want it. We're gonna make 2.
Yeah, basically.
We know you want this, but we're gonna only make 2, and you have to fight for it.
Right.
So, what title are you most excited for?
I was pretty excited for Spider-Man, but also that's coming out on PS4, or it did come out on PS4. And I would say Horizon Forbidden West, but that's also been confirmed as PS4 too. So
yeah,
I would have to think back on it for a minute.
Cyberpunk, but that's also PS4, but you're going to play it on the PS5.
Yeah, absolutely. I've already started playing games that absolutely do not need to be on the PS4 on the PS5, so, like Life is Strange. I'm trying to think of any true. What games do we know of that are true exclusives so far?
I wonder if 16 is going to be exclusive. But
probably.
I think we probably won't be seeing true exclusives until after spring of next year.
Yeah,
I guess
I would think so.
I didn't think about 16, but if it is a true exclusive, then for sure that, I guess.
Yeah,
or if
it's Final
Resident
Fantasy.
Evil 8 is gonna be on PS4.
I'm googling PS5 exclusives on the side here. Or trying.
Well, while you do that, speaking of your Miles Morales game, you can actually click on the PS5. You can actually click which version you want to play. You can actually click the PlayStation 5 version or the PS4 version.
Really? Why would you choose PS4?
I don't know. I have no idea, but you could do it. I saw that just yesterday. I was like, huh, I can choose which one.
That's weird.
So I don't know.
Well, I'm looking at a list here. Project Athia. I'm pretty excited to see more of that. I don't know if it's a true exclusive or not. That's really all I'm seeing. Of course, the true answer really is Bugsnax, right?
Yeah, I actually have that. I haven't tried it yet. It was free.
Yeah. I guess this just sort of points out what a simp I really am. That there's not a whole lot I'm chomping at the bit coming out, but I still was jumping on the train immediately.
Good.
I know I'll be happy at some point in the future that I have it, but
I just feel bad that there's a lot of people out there that want this thing. or at least any of the systems, really, the Xbox or the PlayStation, but can't get hold of it because of A, bots, or B, stupid ass scalpers. Because I've seen on the Facebook Marketplace, there's people around my area. They're like, "Oh yeah, sell a PlayStation 5, $1,100." I'm like, "You asshole!"
Yeah.
Like seriously, why would you do that?
And then you see
get it.
pictures of trunks full of PS5s, and the person's like, "I'm going to do a giveaway."
Yeah, and it's like, okay, asshole.
Even if you are doing giveaways, I feel like you're still taking away from people that actually wanted that thing. Like, why do you're just using that to get yourself followers and shit? So I don't know. I feel kind of dirty about that, even.
Called capitalism, baby.
Right.
Yeah, but there's a lot of stores out there. They're like one per person, like one console per person. So I don't know how the hell
Rich,
they got
you want the gaming industry to be the communist nation?
one per person. How is that a communist?
It means equal rights for everybody.
I want equal rights for everybody to get a console, and not be a greedy little dickhole.
Yeah.
Like
And
Ollie,
also,
preach it, brother.
I don't want these stupid, this is going to be really bad, and I'm sorry, this is what's going to happen, but these dang Twitch, sorry, Twitch, we're on Twitch right now, streamers and whatnot. Yeah, streamers, and that's all they want. Is like, we're just going to give these away so we can gain more followers because we have no interest in the consoles whatsoever. We just play freaking Fortnite. So you need to be kicked in the nuts.
Yeah. We don't need to go off on this forever, but
sorry.
Let's not incite violence now.
Yeah. Does anybody want to argue in favor of scalping? Because you could say they're just, taking advantage of the market and being smart. How can you blame somebody for making money? But
yeah, I mean, I can't.
Well, that is an argument. I think there is a fine line between like morality and then opportunity. So I mean,
yeah.
I mean, they're doing their own thing. They're trying to make a little cash on the side, but they're doing it at the expense of other people.
Right.
So morally, I do not support that. But in terms of the free market, which I am technically a supporter of, you do you. But by golly, I'm gonna trash talk you.
Yeah. I definitely think it's scummy.
Yeah. Well, think of it this way. So you've got, let's say you're a parent and you got a kid who's like 12, whatever, and they want a PlayStation 5. You're like, okay, I'll just go get one. You can't get it because, Johnny down the street has bought like 20 of them in the area and is selling them for $1,200 a pop, and you can't afford that. You can only afford that system at the actual market value price.
I know a couple people that buy concert tickets and resell them as a way of making money, and I'm like, oh, you're not a very good person.
Yeah. I won't incite violence. Don't kick anybody in the nuts. The RPG after years does not incite violence. Don't kick anybody in the nuts.
All right. What about you, Rich? I don't think you answered the question about what games you're truly excited for.
Well, as everybody knows, I'm very excited for FF16. That's pretty much it. Anthea looks little. I'm still curious on what
we need to see more of it, but it looks cool so far.
Yeah. That's really it so far. Nothing's really jumped out. I'm curious to see some more IPs pop up, new ones, not remakes and remasters and stuff like that. I want to see some new IPs. So you've got the Spider-Man games are really good. Godfall's decent. But yeah, let's see some new stuff. Let's really let these consoles flex hard.
Okay.
So that's what I want to see. But the real question is, do you guys think Cyberpunk will actually come out this year?
Yes, it will, because I've already bought it, and I'm going to be destroyed if they don't. It will come out. It's going to come out in how many days is that? 25 days, or 25 days. It will come out, and I will be happy, and I will play it. But I did also get trapped by a troll account that posted a fake update that looked so real. It was like, we're delaying the game indefinitely, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, no, oh my God, no. And then I saw what account posted it. I'm like, oh, this isn't the real actual Cyberpunk account.
Yeah, there have been some memes going around where they use that yellow background template that they always do their announcements on. I've been fooled a time or two by those as well. So
what's really funny is seeing Dying Light 2. That's actually one that's pretty good. I'm excited for, but they postponed that sucker indefinitely.
Oh, really?
Like, it was supposed to be coming out.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, like for a while there,
Well,
it just
when you
there
don't
was
have
supposed to
money
be-
anymore. It's hard to do things.
Yeah. There are
That
plenty
money
of
thing.
games coming out that I'm excited about. It's just like there's not been a whole lot in the way of true exclusivity yet.
Yeah.
There's that Medium game that's like a psychological horror that I think looks really cool, but that's also not exclusive. So
Now, the last thing that I want to say about these the next gen stuff is the controller.
oh yeah,
Call of Duty playing that sucker with this new controller is really weird.
why is that?
It's good. Well, because the haptic feedback to it is like when you're trying to pull the trigger of a gun, you actually feel the resistance.
Yes.
So that's different.
I really like this controller. I think the controller is maybe one of the best ones that's ever been put out.
Yes.
The haptic feedback works really well. And it's just like you feel like even like a character typing on a keyboard. I'm like, oh, that felt like what it feels like to type on a keyboard. Like I'm really happy with the controller.
Yep. So it's good stuff. I also like the speaker functionality to it. Like I don't have to have a headset. Unfortunately, these headsets do not work for it anymore for the PlayStation 5. So I was like, oh crap, I have to buy a new headset. But
The battery life kind of sucks though. I will
Yeah.
say that.
oh yeah, it does. But the speakers, you can go through and talk through party chats through that. I like the new integration of the app features. I can actually tell when a game is downloaded and finished on my phone. So that's pretty neat.
Cool.
Yeah.
What about
That's
the
it. So
what about like the UI, the menu of the PS5?
that's going to take some getting used to, but I really enjoy it.
Hmm.
It's pretty smooth.
It took me like some things have been moved around, so it took me a minute to figure out how to do certain things, which felt weird. But it's cool. I like that it's fast. I like that the game continues running in the background. But
Yeah.
I am going to truly miss the themes. I loved the themes that you can do on the PS4.
But you technically get a free theme every game.
Yeah, because you just got the game running in the background.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like it actually has the music playing, has an actual I want to say dynamic theme that's running in the background of the game when you press down. So that's pretty cool.
Have you figured out a
but
way to truly pause the game? Like you used to be able to just go to the UI menu and
Yeah. Just press the PlayStation button and go to the home button and it still runs in the background once you go back to the main screen.
I'm just thinking about what if I want to put the game in the background and my playtime not keep going.
Oh, yeah, I don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
I have no idea. That's weird. I have to look into that a little more.
For those wondering why Jay's been quiet, he's having some internet connectivity issues while we're talking here, but I'm sure he'll be back soon.
Yeah. I think his hair is causing instability.
Too powerful for the stream.
Yep, too powerful. So I think that's pretty much all. I know we talked mainly about the PlayStation. Unfortunately, we don't have an Xbox, so we don't know that. I know with the Xbox, the Game Pass is a pretty big feature to that you can actually take advantage of on your PC. So
that's why I won't be getting an
realistically-
Xbox anytime soon. I do think Game Pass is awesome, but I have this PC now, assuming it continues to function properly.
Yeah. So that's another thing. Like, do we really want a Xbox if you can play all those things on your PC? But that's whole Microsoft's take on it, I assume, is that you can seamlessly go from the console to a PC without any issues.
It's really interesting how each
So-
of the big three have taken like a really different strategic approach this generation.
Yeah.
Like they all
There
are
wasn't
doing sort of
really-
their own thing rather than competing with each other directly.
Yeah, there wasn't really any big controversies this go around, which is pretty nice. I mean, I know Xbox when it first came out, the Xbox One, the big controversy was the game sharing aspect of it. The whole like, oh, you can't once you play this game, it's console locked to your system, and you have to have internet the whole time.
Dude, that pissed me off so bad. Like I swore off Microsoft for years. Like I was like,
Yeah.
I'm not buying your system. I'm not playing your games. Fuck you.
I can't remember who told me this, but I had heard that the guy that was in charge of all that made that comment about people asked him like, well, what about the people that can't play on the internet because some rural areas don't have high-speed internet? And he's like, well, we have a console for that. It's called the Xbox 360. I heard Bill Gates fired that guy.
Oh, really? Wow.
That's what I heard, that because he did that, Bill Gates is like, yeah, you're done. So And I'm glad they went backtracked everything and made it actually work, because I see what they're going to do is they're going to ditch the console at one point. They're going to really ditch it, and it's going to go to like a little box that's going to be compatible to your PC, that's going to boost the power to it, and then you're going to be able to just pull it off the internet.
Yeah. The only reason I ended up getting an Xbox One is because like a friend sold me his for like $60. So I was like, well, I don't really need it, but I can't pass that up.
Yeah, that's true. So I don't know. It's just going to be interesting to see how everybody goes different ways, because you got Nintendo that's going pretty much the whole movable aspect of playing games on the go. Microsoft's going to the PC route, and then PlayStation.
And all signs point to the Switch Pro being a thing for real next year.
Yeah,
so
which is I'm gonna have to get that.
We'll see how much better it actually is.
Yeah.
One more comment I want to make. That ad that Sony did in response to the Xbox DRM thing, where they were like, here's how you share games with friends, and just handed a CD to the other guy.
Yeah.
That ad lives rent-free in my mind.
Yes, that is the best thing ever. That's a big smack to Xbox's face. Like, oh yeah, you suckers. Thanks for basically burying yourself.
Right.
So, all right. Now that we are fully engaged in new systems and the future, we'll just wait for Jay to catch up to us. I hope everyone gets one soon and not taking advantage of trying to get one. I really do hope you guys don't get it, taken advantage of with that. If you can hold out, buy them actually at a place. Don't buy them third party. Don't do that stuff. Don't, go into that scalper territory because you really want one. It's ridiculous. Don't. We would love to hear from each of you guys on what you are most excited about. Tell us on Twitter and Discord.
Yeah, we'll do it. Go over it next time if you so choose. Are you back with us, Jay?
I think so.
Awesome.
I think I'm here.
Do you have any last minute things that you want to say?
I will probably never buy an Xbox as long as I can build a PC. And I don't know if there's a PS5 at the Walmart that I go to get it today, I just might end up with one.
There you go.
I will be surprised. I will literally crap myself if you like, oh yeah, I got one. I just walked in on the street, picked it up.
I did see a story where like a grandma or something like waited in line for hours and hours and actually managed to get one. And she tweeted like, never underestimate the power of a grandma. And she had like the PS5 in her hands.
Jesus.
It was funny.
So no Bill time with no tea time with Bill?
I guess not. He's really slacking on us lately.
Well, he's around people. We know he is. We just don't hear from him.
Shall we move into our outro then?
Let's do it.
One more quick thought I had during that. That was the Assassin's Creed Valhalla main theme. I had a friend who I haven't spoken to in years who was playing that on the PS5, and as soon as I booted up Spider-Man, he like sent me a PlayStation message, "Welcome to the next gen, homie," or something like that.
Oh man, I was really confused at first. I was like, "What is this playing?" So
yeah. Guttural singing.
Well, guys, it's finally here for us to play the new games. Time has come for us to end the show and go play all the new stuff. What's next week's topic?
We don't know
surprise.
For sure yet. Yes, it's going to be a surprise.
Which also means one of us maybe haven't fully planned it yet. But that's part of the surprise.
That's right.
It's sort of hinge. The topic is going to hinge on somebody else that's outside of our control, so we'll see.
Yes.
So we'll go into our plugs here. How can they help the show, Jay?
You can rate and review us on all things that you listen to this podcast on, iTunes, for one example. Stitcher. If you like us, Stitcher, what the heck else is out there? Leave us a positive review, please. While I'm here, I will also say that we do have an email, rpgafteryears@gmail.com. So if you like us rate us and review us. If you don't like us, give us a chance. Send us an email. Tell us why you don't like us. See if we can improve. Maybe don't right off the bat leave a really bad review because that hurts us. Just
We're
give
still
us a
trying to hit the
chance.
big time, folks.
Yeah.
But we also put a lot of content all the time. So
On our Patreon.
yeah,
You gave yourself a
especially
segue without realizing
I
it.
did. I didn't realize that. So with early episode access, ad-free episodes, aftercast, which is pretty nice and fun, extra reviews, the RPG Club, and many, many more. You can find us at patreon.com/RPG After Years. Now, also Twitch. We are live every Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern at twitch.tv/RPG After Years.
Yep. Another thing that you can do to help out the show, I guess, it's not, we don't really make much money off this, but there is a Redbubble store where you can find merch that sports our album art and logo, from everything from coffee services to coasters to t-shirts and hoodies and almost everything you could imagine, even shower curtains. Just no hats.
I want that shirt
Sorry,
you're
Jay.
wearing.
Actually, this shirt did come from Redbubble. This is a Spider-Man shirt, but
I want that.
yeah, I just ordered a Venom one today because I'm a Venom fan. But yeah, so you can find that. I believe it's at redbubble.com/people/RPG After Years/explore, or you can just search RPG After Years on Redbubble.
So with that being said, if you like us, if you want to chat with us, hang out with us a little bit more, you can join us on our Discord, which usually stays pretty active with all kinds of different topics. We have more channels than you can count, ranging from like every JRPG video game series in existence to just like generalized channels to channels about, tech and a couple fitness channels in there as well for our hobbies. It's just a good place for us to hang out and talk with the community. So if you are interested in that, the link can be found in the show notes or in our pinned tweet on Twitter.
It helps with COVID depression.
It does.
And speaking of Twitter, you can find the show at RPG After Years, or excuse me, RPG Years, not After Years, and me at HaleBlue1569.
You can find me at JAYD Hizzle.
And you can find me at the Scott Spot.
And if you really want to talk to Bill, since he's hardly ever here, at Matunica with 2 N's.
All right, guys. Until next time on episode 42, where we discuss who knows. We're still figuring it out, as we said. And the next RPG Club installment of NieR is due, so make sure you hit that point by then. So we will see you all next week. I'm Scott.
I'm
Rich. Jay.
Oh my, you guys suck.
Toodles.
I still love you.
Bye.
Bye. I thought that was a nice, chill episode.